One of the shortest players in the NBA, Yuki Kawamura, took the Olympic tournament by storm and has become a global sensation. From a small-town prodigy to a rising star on the world stage, Kawamura has shattered records, redefined playmaking, and sparked a national passion for the game. His exceptional decision-making and playmaking abilities are now driving the Memphis Grizzlies to new heights of excitement. Let's get into his incredible journey. Early life. Yuki Kawamura is a rising star in the basketball world, recognized for his skills as a point guard. Born on May 2, 2001, in Yanai, Yamaguchi, Japan, he quickly made a name for himself in both Japanese and international basketball.
I'm Yuki Kawamura. I play for Memphis Hustle.
Currently, he is the shortest active player in the NBA, but he compensates for his height with exceptional talent and determination. High school career. Yuki began his basketball journey at Fukuoka Daiichi High School, where he became the heart of the team. He showcased a wonderful mix of skill, leadership, and basketball IQ that made him stand out among his peers. With awards being collected year after year, it became clear that Kawamura was on a path to greatness. In 2018, Yuki led his team to victory in the Winter Cup, a tournament where he truly shined. In the final against Chubu University First High School, he delivered a stat line that solidified his status as one of the most dynamic players in high school basketball. 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. His performance in that high-pressure game earned him a spot on the Winter Cup Best 5, a recognition he would achieve again in 2019. The Winter Cup championships in 2018 and 2019 were pivotal moments in his career, emphasizing his ability to lead his team to victory in Japan's most prestigious youth basketball tournament. Yuki proved he was no fluke. In 2019, he added to his trophy collection by winning the National High School Athletic Meet basketball competition and the Inter-High School Championship. During the thrilling Inter-High final, Kawamura excelled, delivering an impressive performance with 21 points and 6 assists, helping Fukuoka Daiichi secure another great victory. His star power extended beyond local competition. Yuki showcased his skills in the Emperor's Cup, achieving a double-double with 21 points and 10 assists against the Chiba Jet. He proved to be more than just a scorer. He was also a playmaker, defender, and leader on the court. Then came a crowning achievement of his high school experience, which occurred in the Winter Cup final. In this match, Yuki not only guided his team to victory, but also achieved an incredible triple-double, 10 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists, against Fukuoka University Ohori High School. This performance highlighted statistics typically associated with a seasoned player, yet he was still just a high school student. From a young age, he looked up to Yuki Togashi, a famous Japanese basketball player who made a mark despite being only 5 feet 6 inches. Togashi's accomplishments on the court demonstrated that height is not the only factor that matters in basketball, inspiring Yuki to pursue his sports dreams. When Togashi watched his gameplay, he expressed his thoughts by saying, "It felt like I was really watching another NBA player." After proving his exceptional abilities in high school, it was time for the next step. By 2020, Yuki's basketball skills were impossible to overlook. As a special designated player for the Sanen Neo Phoenix in the B League, he made history by joining Japan's top professional league while still completing his high school education. With his high school dominance firmly established, it was clear that Kawamura was ready to step onto the professional stage and continue his rise to stardom. Youngest star in B League history, Yuki Kawamura did not only transition into the B League, he made a significant impact upon his arrival. Do you know how some players take time to adjust to the pros? Not Yuki. He was making history right from the start, and one of the biggest parts of that story is how young he was when he started making waves. He played for the Yokohama B Corsairs, and it's important to remember he did not join as a regular player. He initially came in as a special designated player. This meant he was still in school, playing professionally, which is pretty rare. He was juggling university basketball with the top league in Japan, and he was killing it at both. But his commitment to basketball grew stronger, and he ultimately left school in 2022 to go fully pro.
So I truly appreciate their support for sure, and I just want to prove even small guys and Asian player can do well in the NBA.
Then, he went complete professional, marking the beginning of his breakthrough in Japanese basketball. He has been unbelievable in his rookie season, averaging 12.6 points on a 37% shooting from deep to lead all locals in scoring, with 3.1 assists, 2.0 boards, and 1.5 steals through 11 games. Fast forward to 2023, it was a massive year for Yuki. He practically swept the awards. He won the Kokoro Tageru Award, which is a big deal. Then, he got the B-League Best Impressive Player, MIP Award, showing how much he'd improved. On top of that, he was named B-League Rookie of the Year, which is expected for such an amazing first professional year. And if that wasn't enough, he was also selected for the B-League Best 5, meaning he was one of the top 5 players in the entire league. But the biggest one? He won the B-League Season MVP Award. That's Most Valuable Player. And here's the twist. His rise was so rapid that NBA scouts couldn't help but take notice. A guy this small, making this much noise, they had to pay attention. That's how he became the youngest star in B-League history. Basically, Yuki Kawamura's journey in the B-League is a story of incredible talent, hard work, and just pure basketball brilliance. He came into the league immediately and established himself as one of the best, if not the best, players in the entire league. And he did it all while still handling his university commitments. He truly is a historic player. The unstoppable rise of Yuki Kawamura. So, after Yuki had an absolutely amazing high school basketball career, where he was just playing like a superstar, everyone was really excited to see what he would do when he got to college. He was already known as one of the best young basketball players in Japan, and right away he showed everyone that he was not planning on slowing down at all. But here's the interesting part. Before starting his college basketball career, he decided to jump into the professional B-League. In 2020, he played his first professional games for the Sanan Neo Phoenix against the Chiba Jets. In his first game, he scored 8 points and got 3 assists, which was a good start. But then, in his second game, he really showed what he could do. He scored 21 points and grabbed 3 rebounds, and it was clear that he could play professionally, just as well as in high school. And just a few days later, he scored 24 points against Niigata Albirex BB. This clearly showed that his performance was more than a fortunate coincidence. Then, he finally started his college basketball career on October 10th, 2020, playing against Takushoku University. And of course, he continued to play well. He recorded 6 assists and 4 steals, showing off his ability to help his teammates score and his skills at playing defense. It was like he fit into the college game perfectly, and he kept improving his already impressive skills. Later that year, Yuki played in the Intercollegiate Championship Final against the University of Tsukuba. He scored 7 points and got 5 assists. Even though he was still relatively new to college basketball, you could see the leadership skills that he had developed in high school. He helped his team have a strong performance in the championship game. In 2021, Kawamura's game continued to improve. On October 23rd, he had a complete all-around performance against Senshu University. He scored 17 points, grabbed 6 rebounds, had 10 assists, and got 4 steals. It wasn't just about scoring points. He showed he could do everything on the court. Breaking down Yuki's insane IQ. Yuki's decision-making is often described as next level. As a point guard, he is the floor general of his team, and his decisions dictate the flow of the game. Whether it's recognizing the perfect moment to initiate a fast break, threading a needle of a pass to an open teammate, or finding the best shot selection, he is always thinking several steps ahead. His basketball IQ allows him to exploit weaknesses in the opposing defense, creating easy opportunities for himself and his teammates. He can quickly identify and exploit mismatches, making him a constant threat on the floor. "I don't change wherever I'm playing," Yuki said. "Being able to play is not something to be taken for granted. I pledge to give my all each time I enter the court." This mindset manifests in his play, as he consistently gives maximum effort, regardless of the situation. What's particularly impressive is Yuki's ability to maintain his composure under pressure. Many players panic in high-stress situations, but he seems to thrive when the game is on the line. His calmness and sharp focus allow him to make the right decision even when the stakes are highest. He is also incredibly adept at reading his teammates, understanding their moves, and knowing how to put them in the best position to succeed.
I just want to say, and keep working hard every single day, and keep believing yourself.
This level of understanding is a direct result of his extraordinary basketball IQ. Yuki Kawamura's IQ redefines team chemistry. Yuki Kawamura's great basketball IQ is important in changing how a team works together and plans their game. His ability to understand the game and how his team works lets him improve his teammates. A player with a high basketball IQ can help unite a team by making smart decisions, talking clearly with teammates, and making the game flow smoothly. His IQ has helped create this kind of environment, making his team more connected. One way Yuki improves team chemistry is by his ability to see plays before they happen. He can quickly make smart passes that put his teammates in the best position to score. This helps everyone on the team get involved, and the ball moves easily around the court. He is unselfish and always tries to make the extra pass, which helps create a positive team atmosphere where team success is more important than individual success. His decisions help the team trust each other and work together. Yuki's IQ also helps him read the defense and find ways to use it to help the team. Whether it's driving to the basket to pull in defenders, passing the ball to an open shooter, or setting up a pick and roll, he knows how to make the defense work for the team. He is always thinking about the best play, which helps his teammates become more disciplined and intelligent in their decisions. What makes Yuki unique is how he plays smart without slowing down the game. He can quickly adjust to the situation, always keeping his team ahead of the game. His independent skills significantly enhance his performance and improve the team's overall play. In a dynamic and strategic game, his talent for combining thoughtful choices with top-notch execution distinguishes his team. To understand why Yuki Kawamura's impact is so important, we must look back at the Showtime Lakers of the 1980s. Showtime basketball is a style that is all about excitement and entertainment. It features fast breaks, where players sprint down the court to score quickly before the defense can set up. This style also includes flashy plays like impressive dunks and no-look passes, which keep fans on the edge of their seats. High-scoring games are a hallmark of Showtime, making it thrilling to watch. The Los Angeles Lakers of the 1980s are often seen as the best example of this style. Under the leadership of Magic Johnson, they played a fast-paced game that won championships and captured the hearts of basketball fans everywhere. Yuki Kawamura is bringing the spirit of Showtime basketball to the Memphis Grizzlies. His exceptional passing skills and quick thinking on the court make him a perfect fit for this exciting style of play. He has a unique ability to see plays develop before they happen, allowing him to make smart passes that create scoring opportunities for his teammates. This ability encourages his team to push the pace and take risks, leading to fast breaks and creative plays that can electrify fans. Yuki's presence on the court means that games become more dynamic and entertaining. He inspires his teammates to play with confidence and flair, much like Magic Johnson did with the Lakers. As he continues to develop in his career, he has the potential to make the Grizzlies one of the most exciting teams in the league.
The journey to the NBA is very tough, but if you never give up, your dreams will come true. Yeah.
Reminiscent of the thrilling atmosphere created by the Showtime Lakers, the combination of his skills and the team's growing talent could make Memphis a force in the NBA, captivating audiences with their fast-paced, high-scoring games. Gameplay style. But what's truly special about Yuki Kawamura is not just the points or the assists, it's the way he plays with joy, flair, and an evident love for the game. Despite being only 5 feet 8 inches, Yuki Kawamura has crafted a unique playing style in the NBA that compensates for his height through skillful dribbling and precise use of space. His attacking ability relies on his control over live dribbles, allowing him to cover large distances quickly and avoid extra movements. Kawamura's speed let him slip through tight spaces, keeping defenders off balance and giving him opportunities to execute quick passes or shoot effectively without needing a height advantage. His physical play style also keeps defenders on edge, as he often initiates contact, which helps him create separation and secure positioning on the court. One of Kawamura's standout strengths is his mid-air adaptability and ability to time his releases to avoid blocks. He often adjusts his body and releases mid-jump, using unconventional angles to throw off defenders. His mastery of the backboard and horizontal jumps makes him a challenging player to defend against, as he can release the ball from unexpected spots while maintaining control while navigating contact. His flexible body control and quick decision-making allow him to bypass traditional blocking techniques, a testament to his refined technique and creativity in finishing. Kawamura's shooting and passing also demonstrate his high basketball IQ. He uses minimal separation to create effective shots, relying on quick releases and unorthodox timing that catch defenders off guard. His pick-and-roll maneuvers add another dimension to his game, allowing him to assess defensive setups and make rapid decisions on whether to drive, pass, or shoot. His vision on the court and ability to predict teammate positions, even without directly seeing them, highlights his advanced understanding of court dynamics and passing patterns, making him a valuable playmaker and scorer. And off the court, he's as humble as they come. After every game, he quickly praises his teammates, always deflecting attention away from himself. In a world where athletes are often larger-than-life figures, Yuki stands out for his grounded, approachable personality. That makes him an ambassador for basketball in Japan and a role model for aspiring athletes everywhere. Coaches across Japan and internationally use Yuki as a prime example in training camps, urging young athletes to focus on their court vision, anticipation, and quick decision-making. His success has sparked a broader conversation about the size limits in basketball, leading to a shift in how professional teams scout talent. More and more, we're seeing smaller players rise through the ranks, all thanks to pioneers like Yuki. Yuki Kawamura's story epitomizes the heart over height mentality. We've seen this in the NBA with players like Muggsy Bogues, Earl Boykins, Nate Robinson, and Isaiah Thomas. Every few years, a sub-6-foot player defies the odds and becomes a fan favorite. Yuki has all the makings of the next guy on that list. He's got the energy, hustle, and crowd appeal that NBA fans love. But Yuki isn't just a feel-good story. He's a reminder that basketball, like all sports, is for everyone. Fans love seeing someone who looks like a regular guy out there tearing it up. It makes the game feel more accessible to the everyday person. And let's be honest, everyone loves an underdog. And Kawamura is the ultimate underdog. Height has always been necessary in professional basketball, with the average NBA player over 6 feet 6 inches. This stereotype has limited many talented players who don't meet the physical standards. Kawamura's rise challenges this narrative, reshaping perceptions not only in Japan, but around the world.
I just want to prove small guys and Asian player like Ryota Miyagi can play in the NBA.
His success has sparked a conversation that could redefine scouting criteria. Analysts now question whether more focus should be on skills like speed and decision-making rather than sheer size. FIBA World Cup achievements. Yuki's impact was not limited to Japan's domestic league. His star rose globally during the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. One of the biggest moments was when Japan played Finland. In a must-win game against Finland, he scored 25 points, including 15 in the fourth quarter, and contributed 9 assists. And back in Japan, Kawamura had risen to the level of a national icon. Crowds flocked to arenas just to catch a glimpse of him in action, and his electrifying highlights were trending across social media. Kawamura was not just playing the game, he was redefining basketball's image in Japan, sparking excitement in a country where the sport is still gaining traction. More than that, Yuki was committed to giving back. He frequently surprised young athletes at basketball camps, inspiring kids face-to-face and sparking a surge in youth enrollment in local basketball programs wherever he appeared. He was Japan's starting point guard, leading the team to their best-ever finish at the World Cup. They won 3 games, enough to qualify them directly for the Paris Olympics as the best team from Asia. Even without Rui Hachimura, Yuki stepped up. He averaged 13.6 points and 7.6 assists per game, showing off his skills at scoring and setting up his teammates. Besides the Finland game, he also helped Japan beat Venezuela and Cape Verde, which helped them secure their strong finish in the tournament. What's impressive is that he was only 22 years old during the World Cup. He played with a lot of maturity and showed he could be a leader for the Japanese national team. His performance wasn't just good for his career, it gave a lot of hope to Japanese basketball fans, showing that they could compete at the highest levels. Kawamura's performance was an incredible win for Japanese basketball. It marked him as a global rising ambassador for the sport. Following his World Cup showing, he gained attention from international leagues. He sparked discussions among scouts in the NBA and Europe, captivated by his court vision, agility, and leadership under pressure. His coach at the Diamond Dolphins, Sean Dennis, spoke to Kawamura's unique qualities, reflecting on how his relentless fire and dedication have positioned him among the top Japanese point guards in the B-League. Dennis believes, and once that three-point shot becomes a weapon for him, he's going to be very, very difficult to guard, not just in Japan, but on the international stage. Behind Kawamura's modest smile and grounded personality lies an unwavering commitment to hard work. He often credits his family for instilling a strong sense of discipline early on, shaping his drive to excel. Whether it's countless hours honing his shot or meticulously studying his opponent's strategies, Kawamura constantly pushes his limits. His philosophy is simple: outwork everyone. This relentless dedication has turned him into a role model for young Japanese athletes, who now realize that boundaries can be broken with the right mindset and work ethic, and dreams can be achieved. NBA contract. In September 2024, Yuki Kawamura signed a contract with the Memphis Grizzlies, a major step toward his NBA goal. He began as a training camp player and faced a tough challenge to make the final team roster. Unlike typical NBA contracts, his was non-guaranteed. This meant he had to prove his value daily, with no secure spot on the team. Yuki Kawamura's arrival in the NBA was highly expected, and he wasted no time making a statement. In his first preseason game, he showcased his skills with a play that amazed fans. The moment that stole the show was a no-look pass, a play that defied logic and stunned everyone watching. When he is surrounded by much taller defenders, calmly and confidently threading a pass between them to find a teammate for an easy dunk. It was a moment of pure magic, demonstrating his incredible court vision and ability to make plays that few others could even dream of. This no-look pass was a flashy highlight and a statement of his unique ability to read the game. Yuki wasn't relying on his size or athleticism to impress. Instead, he relied on his mind and understanding of the game to create opportunities where none seemed to exist. It was a play that demonstrated how much he could change the flow of a game with his vision and decision-making. So, he made a significant impact. He recorded 8 assists against the Chicago Bulls. Fans were thrilled by the play, and the highlight quickly went viral, gathering over 500,000 views on Twitter and 49,000 likes on Instagram. That moment marked the beginning of his NBA career in the best way possible. Although Yuki also had to overcome challenges outside of basketball, such as learning English. He used methods like watching basketball documentaries, including The Last Dance, to improve his language skills and communicate better with his teammates. His hard work and determination resulted in him securing a spot on the Memphis roster, an achievement few attain. Marcus Smart emphasized that Kawamura should not be underestimated due to his size. Smart stated, "Yuki brings a uniqueness to the game that you can't teach. He uses everything in his skill set to his advantage. People underestimate him, and he uses that to his advantage." Kawamura's debut is more than just a personal accomplishment. It represents hope and perseverance for young athletes, particularly those from Japan. The Memphis Grizzlies' new identity. Despite being one of the shorter players, his playing style and ability to improve the team brought new excitement to the Grizzlies. From the beginning, it was clear he was not just blending in. He was adding something special that everyone could support. The NBA Deputy Commissioner, Mark Tatum, described Yuki's rise as incredible to watch. He added, "He has got this energy about him. He's a great shooter." This energy was evident in his style of play and how he carried himself within the team. The Grizzlies already had a roster filled with impressive athletes, including players like Ja Morant and Brandon Clark, who are known for their athleticism and high-energy style of play. But Yuki's basketball IQ and ability to see the game faster created a new balance. It was the perfect balance. Morant's explosive moves and sharp mind working together to drive the team forward, while they respected the way he approached the game, understanding that he was constantly thinking 2 steps ahead. Even though he was younger and shorter than most of his teammates, Yuki carried himself with the confidence and maturity of a seasoned player. His ability to lead with his mind, rather than relying solely on physical attributes, made him a unique presence in the locker room. This fresh energy impacted the team's court dynamic and approach to each game. It was clear that the Grizzlies were not building a roster. They were creating a culture focused on intelligence, teamwork, and elevating each other's strengths. How he will change the Memphis Grizzlies forever. Well, Memphis has a history with Japanese players. Yuta Watanabe, another standout from Japan, started his NBA journey with the Grizzlies on a 2-way contract. There's a natural fit here, and Yuki could be the next chapter in the story. Yuki's signing is not just a strategic move, it's a shift in Memphis Grizzlies culture and global reach. As one of the few Japanese players to break into the NBA, Kawamura brings a fresh perspective and a new wave of fans to Memphis. Following in the footsteps of Yuta Watanabe, who began his own NBA journey with the Grizzlies on a similar 2-way contract, Kawamura represents both continuity and evolution. His electrifying play style, marked by lightning-fast passes, precise shooting, and court vision, adds a unique dynamic to the Grizzlies' offense, enhancing the team's versatility and depth. Beyond the court, his influence extends internationally. His growing fan base across Asia sees him as a symbol of hope and determination, and his presence is set to elevate Memphis's profile on a global stage, attracting new fans, sponsorships, and opportunities for cross-cultural engagement. In many ways, his journey will transform the Grizzlies from a regional powerhouse into a globally recognized team, making his impact on Memphis both on and off the court unforgettable. In addition to his unique play style and potential, his presence in Memphis signals a significant shift in the Grizzlies' approach to international talent. His signing underlines the team's willingness to embrace diverse talent and skill sets from around the globe, positioning the Grizzlies as one of the NBA's more forward-thinking franchises. This decision aligns with a broader NBA trend of recruiting international players who bring fresh perspectives, refined techniques, and unique approaches to the game. His ability to navigate the U.S. basketball landscape, adjusting to the NBA's physicality and fast-paced nature, exemplifies the adaptable talent that Memphis values. By betting on his potential to develop into a reliable point guard, the Grizzlies are investing in their future roster and strengthening their image as a franchise that supports the growth and development of young international players. Moreover, Yuki's journey embodies the essence of grit and determination that resonates deeply with Memphis. Known for its resilience, cultural richness, and passion, Memphis has long supported athletes who defy the odds, and his path from Japan to the NBA mirrors the city's spirit.
It's important to me to represent Japan to the world, doing what I love.
His story of overcoming obstacles to earn his place on the team will likely inspire local fans, who will see in him a reflection of their aspirations. His success could encourage the Grizzlies to expand their scouting efforts internationally and inspire younger Memphis fans to follow the global game. In a way, Kawamura is poised to become a bridge between Memphis and a wider world of basketball enthusiasts, creating lasting connections that will impact the Grizzlies' legacy for years to come. So, Yuki sees the game in a way most players don't. His quickness and ball handling make him nearly impossible to guard. He's got this sixth sense when it comes to reading defenses and setting up his teammates for wide-open shots. And when he drives to the basket, defenders have no idea whether he will shoot or make a highlight reel pass. Defensively, he's a scrappy player who forces turnovers despite his size. He averaged multiple steals per game in international play, proving that you can't underestimate him, even on defense. However, his most underrated quality is his leadership. 23 years old, Yuki Kawamura commands respect for his teammates and opponents. After a workout, Grizzlies rookie Zach Edey, who stands at 7 feet 4 inches, said, "He was just driving straight at me first possession. He plays bigger than he is." Interestingly, the Memphis Grizzlies now have the NBA's tallest player, Edey, and Kawamura's shortest player. This creates a fun team dynamic. Kawamura's playing style goes beyond quickness and natural talent. It reflects an intense grasp of the game's nuances. His ball control is impeccable. His vision across the court is almost unmatched, and he possesses an intuitive sense for predicting defensive moves as they happen. Analysts have begun labeling him a basketball genius, a term often reserved for seasoned pros. Yet Kawamura has earned it early in his career. His knack for rapid decision-making has secured him one of the top assist-to-turnover ratios in international competition, a remarkable achievement for a young player. Drawing comparisons to legendary figures like Muggsy Bogues and Isaiah Thomas feels fitting, as Kawamura similarly shows fans that skill and determination can overshadow any physical constraints. However, Kawamura adds his unique twist, emphasizing instinctual play. Some even speculate that Kawamura could leave a transformative mark on the game, akin to how Stephen Curry changed the art of shooting, or how Allen Iverson redefined on-court style. Kawamura's journey is already fueling a new generation of aspiring players, and his story is only beginning. Paris Olympic 2024. Yuki Kawamura delivered a historic performance during the 2024 Paris Olympics, setting his place as one of Japan's most promising basketball talents. In Japan's group stage clash against host France, Kawamura recorded an exceptional stat line of 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. This performance placed him in an elite group of players who achieved 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in a single Olympic game in the 21st century, joining NBA legends Kevin Durant and Luol Deng. Yuki fearlessly competed against towering NBA French star players like Victor Wembanyama. He showcased his ability to handle pressure, hitting clutch free throws, and orchestrating Japan's offense after Rui Hachimura's ejection. Yuki's control was evident as he scored or assisted on all of Japan's final 12 points in regulation. However, a missed game-winning three-pointer sent the match into overtime, where France ultimately prevailed 94-90. Although Japan was eliminated early, Kawamura's resilience and skill earned widespread acclaim. His performance underscored his ability to compete globally, marking a significant milestone for Japanese basketball. Following his impressive Olympic run, where he averaged 20.3 points and 7.7 assists per game, Memphis rewarded his performance with a two-way contract. This unique NBA arrangement allows Kawamura to split his time between the Memphis Grizzlies and their G League affiliate, the Memphis Hustle. The two-way contract provides flexibility, allowing Kawamura to hone his skills in the G League.
はい、ありがとうございます。そうですね、もう一瞬だったかなって思います。はい。いやもう彼とプレーするのはすごく楽しみでしたし、はい、すごく楽しかったです。
While also being available to play for the Grizzlies for up to 50 games in the NBA season, his contract bridges his undeniable potential and the chance to secure a fully guaranteed NBA deal in the future. A new approach to the game. Yuki Kawamura's rise to NBA success challenges the traditional understanding of what it takes to succeed in basketball. For decades, the focus in the NBA has been on physical traits like height, strength, and athleticism. Players who are taller, faster, and more powerful have typically been the ones to stand out. But his success flips this idea on its head. He proves you don't need to be a towering giant to dominate the court. Instead, his game is built on intelligence. Remember, during a game against Oklahoma City, Hunter Yuki delivered an outstanding performance, scoring 10 points with 3 rebounds and 3 assists in 11 minutes. So, Thunder guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gave praise to Yuki's performance at the end of the game. He shared, "Really good basketball player," he said. "Very skilled, knows how to play despite the size. If you have feel for the game, you can play no matter what." This showed how Yuck's talent stood out. His impact on the game highlights how important it is to think ahead, process information quickly, and make decisions to set up the best plays for the team. His ability to see opportunities before they develop gives him an edge over defenders and creates advantages for his teammates. Where others may rely on brute force or physical ability, he relies on his mind to outsmart opponents. It's about how well you understand the game and how quickly you can react to what is happening on the floor. Legacy. Yuki's transition from the B League to the NBA has been no small feat. He was a star in Japan, but in the NBA, he's had to adapt to a faster, more physical game. And yet, he's finding ways to thrive. His basketball IQ allows him to navigate the NBA's physicality, whether it's through a crafty pass or a clutch shot. Even Grizzlies star Ja Morant said, "He just brings a light and joy to the team," Morant said, just making sure he's as comfortable as possible. Just making sure that he's being him, and he ain't shying away from it at all. However, breaking into the NBA is no easy feat, and Kawamura's path is filled with obstacles. The Memphis Grizzlies already have a crowded backcourt, making the competition for playing time intense. But if there's one thing we know about Yuki, he shines brightest when the odds are against him. Whether he's racking up double-digit assists in Japan's league or turning heads on the world stage, Kawamura has repeatedly surpassed expectations. With each step in his journey, he's captured the attention of basketball fans worldwide. The future is now because Yuki is not only ready to compete at the highest level, but also poised to shape the future of the NBA. As teams around the league continue to prioritize speed, teamwork, and strategic thinking. His style of play offers a model for what success could look like moving forward. His vision and decision-making on the court could set a new standard for how point guards and perhaps all positions should approach the game, blending traditional skills with an innovative cerebral mindset. Moreover, Yuki's rise to prominence in the NBA is part of a larger global trend. As the NBA becomes more international, players from around the world bring their unique styles and perspectives to the league. He represents the growing influence of Asian basketball players, showing that talent, intelligence, and hard work are universal qualities that transcend borders. I want to give performances that inspire not just children in Japan, but young basketball fans all over the world to dream of playing in the NBA, Yuki said. Starting his NBA career is just the beginning for Kawamura, but he knows this road will be challenging. Kawamura will be tested on skill and grit as an undersized guard in a league dominated by more prominent athletes. Coaches are watching closely, and fans have high hopes, but high-stakes moments are where Kawamura thrives. So, Yuki Kawamura's dedication and unique perspective on the game reminds us that passion and intelligence can overcome any obstacle. He's a true inspiration. Now, what do you think? How far will Yuki Kawamura go in the NBA? And what new heights will he reach next? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out the next video on the screen.
Yeah, I'm getting along with my teammates. My teammates so nice and very kind. I'm grateful to my teammate.